Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Cheryl. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're new here, hello, welcome. If you're a return viewer, welcome back. Hi. Sorry for the jump scare. I'm cold. It is 8:30 in the morning and I'm cold. So I put on my hoodie. I live in Canada, and in some places in Canada it's already snowing and it's only October 17th. Hasn't snowed here yet. I'm in the Okanagan in BC, but it's definitely raining and gloomy weather. So, sorry for the lighting. It is what it is. It's going to be this way until probably March. Anyways, I have a microphone. So let me know if you can see a difference or you can hear a difference in the sound quality. I'd really appreciate if you let me know that. I basically got FOMO because I see everybody using a microphone and I just wanted one. So that's the reason. Plus my video, my camera on my webcam isn't very good for recording voice. So I've been using Clipchamp, which uses my camera, but for some reason sounds a lot better. But now I got a microphone, so hopefully it made a difference. Let me know if you see a difference or hear a difference. I'm going to take this off. I know my hair looks horrible, but I think I look worse in a hood. Okay, we're just moving on. So, grab a cup of coffee, cup of tea, something to drink, and let's get started. Okay, just so you know, I have my cold coffee brew again, which I call poor girl coffee. It's just cold water with instant coffee in it. Because, you know, your girl's poor. Anyways, I went to a book sale 2 days ago. I went to the Friends of the Library book sale in my city, and I was planning on taking a lot of footage there. Every time I say footage, I think of the Blair Witch Trial movie. I tried watching that once. It did not go well. Okay. Anyway, there's a whole backstory to that. You know what? I'm going to tell you because it's spooky season, so I might as well tell you. So, you know, cuddle up in your blanket, grab a cup of coffee, cup of tea, maybe a project to work on, and let's get started. So, I already said that. Okay. I'm not ashamed of this, but I have been in the psychiatric unit before, and at one point I was in when I was about 21, 22 years old, somewhere around there, and I met a bunch of great people there that were being treated as well for mental health, and it was an amazing time. I met a lot of great people. It didn't really help me with my mental illness, but you know, whatever. It was fun. And it was relaxing, and we did get some medication straightened out, so it worked out well. But I didn't really get anything out of the counseling. Although if you need to go, go. Like, don't take my word for it. If I need to go again, I will. But I don't really get anything out of going to the psychiatric unit myself personally. Basically because they teach you a lot of how to meditate and stuff like that, and I just don't agree with that. It's kind of new agey. Plus, ignore that little blood thing. It's not a zit. It's like I scratched it. Okay, anyways. So when I was around 20, 21, 22, somewhere around there, I was in the psychiatric unit, and it was Halloween. So there's this room where you can watch movies. You can rent movies and watch them. This is back in the day, so we had like blockbuster movies, okay? So that's how old I am. So we went, someone got the Blair Witch Trial movie and put it on for Halloween in the psychiatric ward. We got in trouble. We weren't allowed to watch it. They handled it very nicely, and none of us were offended or anything. But basically, we weren't allowed to watch it because of certain scenes, and because it's a horror movie, and the patients are sensitive and all that, so we weren't allowed to watch it. But we did watch the first few minutes before they turned it off, right? Even the first few minutes creeped me out so much. I will never watch that movie. Never, ever, ever. I'm not a horror movie girly. My horror movie is Halloween Town. That's how bad it is. Okay, anyways, that was a whole tangent. So, I went to a book sale. I wanted to take some film there. I didn't. I was over. I mean, I took a little bit, like probably a minute's worth, maybe at the most, which I will pop in after I finish this clip. But I was overwhelmed. Is this mic on? Okay, the mic wasn't even on. I don't know why it turns off. It turned on and then it turned off. Okay, so I'm learning, people. I'm learning how to use this mic. See, all right, I think it's on. Anyways, so I went to the library sale. It was much busier. A lot of people, which is great that they wanted books, but there was a lot of people and a big. It was at a church, and it was huge room full of books. And I love the book part. It's the people part that got me kind of nervous and overwhelmed and kind of panicky and anxiety ridden. So I did take a bit of footage, but I was overwhelmed so much. I did pick up 6 books, so I'm very happy to show them to you. But right now, I'm just going to see. Hopefully, I can load up the film from my camera because I am not tech savvy in case you haven't figured this out yet. And I'll figure out how to get it from my camera to my computer to Clipchamp to show you. So this is what I did. Again, it's not much footage at all. Okay, so I want to show you what I got. First of all, I got a book that, okay, I have the Hunger Games series, and one of the books, the only book I don't have, and that I haven't thrifted or bought full price, is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So I thought if I could find that for $2 at the book sale, that'd be amazing. I went there. I got very excited because I saw Sunrise on the Reaping, which, if you can tell, is not The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I already have this one. I paid full price for this one. And yet I went and bought a $2 version because I thought it was the one I needed. I just saw Hunger Games and thought, ooh, cool. And I got it. So this will be going in our little free library across the street. Our neighbor has one. So I keep checking to see if this mic is on. I think I pushed it wrong last time. So yeah, so if you don't know what the Hunger Game is, I don't know what to tell you. It's a dystopian young adult series that has been around forever. That was a great description, don't you think? But I'm not going to go into synopsis of, I mean, maybe I will. Okay, so The Hunger Games, this Sunrise on the Reaping is the newest book in the series. It follows Haymitch. So in the original Hunger Games, we have Haymitch is the sponsor guy. I can't remember what they called him, mentor or whatever for, what's her name? You know, Katniss. And so this is his story back in the day when he was in the Hunger Games, and I'm very excited to read it. I want to read all 5 books in a video, so that will be coming up soon, hopefully. Cross my fingers. But I do want to buy Songbirds of my mouth is very dry. Can you tell? A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. But I might just get that from the library and read it. Okay. The next book I got, I'm very excited about. is this a large print? No, it isn't. Oh, I forgot about the mic. This is The Other Bennett Sister by Janice Hadlow. I have heard, sorry about the shining. It's an old library copy. I got this for $2. It is a okay. Why does it keep turning off? Is there a time limit on this? I don't know. Anyways, I think maybe my finger hits it. I don't know. The Other Bennett Sister is a continuation of Pride and Prejudice. It might actually be a retelling, but it's from. Hang on, let me see. I've only heard good things about this, but I don't know what it's about. What if Mary Bennett's life took a different path from that laid out for her in Pride and Prejudice? What if the marginalized middle daughter of the Bennet family, the plain girl who takes refuge in her books, found a fulfillment to compare with those enjoyed by her prettier, more confident sisters? This is the plot of The Other Bennet Sister. I'm very excited to read this. So yay. Then a book I actually have out from the library as well, so I'll be taking that back, is The Light in Hidden Places by Sharon Cameron. This was in the YA section, but I don't think it's YA. I don't think so, but this is a novel based on a true story of remarkable heroism during World War II. I don't think it's YA, so I don't know why it was in the YA section, but let's look. It is 1943, and sorry about my voice being croaky. It's morning. My voice is always croaky in the morning. It's 1943, and for 4 years, 16-year-old Stephanie has been working for the Diamond family in their grocery store in Zemzel. Sorry if I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. Poland, singing her way into their lives and hearts. She's even made a promise to one of their sons, Izio, a betrothal they must keep secret since Stefania is Catholic and the Diamonds are Jewish. Okay, so I don't want to read anymore. I want to go into this blind. But I heard Sharon Cameron is a very emotional World War II historical fiction writer. And since the main character is 16, I guess you could consider this young YA, but I don't know. World War II books I tend to think are more adult with a YA character, but we will see. Then I was very excited to see this. This is a book that I've been wanting to get for so long, but it's never at my library. It's not, they haven't bought it at my local library. I don't think they may have now, but The Lost Memoirs of Jane Austen by Siri James. I am so excited to read this. So this is, what if hidden in an old attic chest, Jane Austen's memoirs were discovered after hundreds of years? This is the premise behind this spellbinding novel, which delves into the secrets of Jane Austen's life, giving us untold insights into her mind and heart. I'm just so excited to read this. This is fiction, but I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm so excited to read that. I think I read another Siri Jane book. I'm not sure, but I'm very excited for that. I was so excited when I saw that. It was in the classic section, which that is not a classic book, but I guess because it's about Jane Austen, I don't know. I don't know. We already did that one. This is the first book I saw that I got very excited about. We're very historical fiction heavy here. I didn't see a lot of cozy mysteries. I saw a couple Donna Andrews books, but I already have those books, and I did see some Agatha. Well, I didn't see any Agatha Christie books, but I saw Agatha Raisin books. Who writes those? The Agatha Raisin books. Anyways, I saw a couple of those. But that's about it for Cozy Mysteries. But I did see Victoria by Daisy Goodwin. This is a fictional novel about Victoria, Queen Victoria, and how she became queen. And I'm very excited to read this. I have a fascination with Queen Victoria. I don't know why, but I really want to read that. Lastly, we have a book by one of, I wouldn't say she's my favorite author, but she's an author I've been exploring and liking a lot through her The Seven Sisters series, which I have to continue and finish. But this one is a standalone, I believe. It is The Royal Secret by Lucinda Riley. And I saw this and I just wanted it. I don't know what it's really about. I did look to make sure it was a standalone. Um, when Sir James Harrison, one of the greatest actors of his generation, sorry my camera's moving. Rosie is dreaming and moving, so yeah, living with dogs, fun. Actually, I love her so much, but oh, I didn't tell you what she did yesterday. So we have a backyard. Rosie, if you don't know, is my landlord's dog. I look after her quite a bit, and I let her outside to go pee and run around a bit. And earlier, I had taken her for a walk, right? And in the mornings, she's a very structured, scheduled dog. She doesn't like doing things out of order. So in the morning, we usually go for a walk to a nearby park. Well, because I went to the library sale the day before and walked around for literally 4 hours altogether, I was very sore. My back was very sore. So I did take her for a walk yesterday, but we didn't go far. We just went just a little walk just to get her out. And so she was very upset that we didn't go to the park, but I didn't realize how upset she was. Because when I let her outside to go pee, we have a gated backyard. She found a way to get through the side gate that we had blocked off to get out to the front. So usually she comes in within like 10 minutes. She goes pee, runs around a bit, and comes back inside to the front door. Not to the front door, to the back door. And I open it and let her in. So 15 minutes goes by, and I'm like, where's Rosie? So I went out to look for her, and I called her, and usually she looks up or comes to see me or comes in as soon as I call her. No, she was nowhere to be found, and I started freaking out. First of all, because I don't know where she is, and she's not my dog. That's the only reason. I don't know why I said first of all, because that's the only reason. I was very nervous, very scared for her, and everything. I spent 10 minutes, probably about 5 minutes. It felt like an hour, but it was probably only about 5 minutes, calling her and going around the backyard. We have a lot of fruit trees and bushes and stuff. So I'm looking all around trying to find her, could not find her. I start to freak out. All of a sudden, I hear some barking in the front yard. She had found a way through the blocked gate into the front yard and was making her way down the street to the cul-de-sac where the pathway is to go to the park. She wanted to go to the park. We didn't do what we were supposed to do, and she was very mad at me. Um, so I yelled at her, because I don't usually yell at her, but I yelled at her to come back, and she looked up at me and she kind of bent her head like, okay, I'm in trouble. So she came back. And yeah, so I blocked off the gate better this time, I think, hopefully, and it worked out fine. But oh my goodness, that girl, I love her so much that she will do anything she wants. Anyways, as I was saying, The Royal Secret by Lucinda Riley. Let's see, I didn't look at the synopsis. So, the tagline: it must turn off after a certain amount of time. Every family has skeletons in the closet, and the British royal family may be about to add a few more. When Sir James Harrison, one of the greatest actors of his generation, passes away at the age of 95, he leaves behind not just a heartbroken family, but also a secret so shocking it could rock the English establishment to its core. Joanne Haslam, an up-and-coming reporter, is assigned to cover the legendary actor's funeral, attended by glitzy celebrities of every background. But Joanna stumbles onto something dark beneath the glamour, the mention of a letter Sir James has left behind, the contents of which many have been desperate to keep concealed for more than 70 years. As she peels back the veil of lies that has shrouded the secret, she realizes she's close to uncovering something deadly serious, and the British monarchy may be implicated. Before long, someone is on her tracks, attempting to prevent her from discovering the truth. and they'll stop at nothing to reach the letter before she does. Full of salacious scandal, shocking twists, and captivating romance, and written in Lucinda Riley's signature vividly drawn and lushy atmospheric um, prose, is a full-throttle escapist adventure, which were a couple of the blurbs. When was this published? Hang on. I know she passed away. Rest in peace, Lucinda. Let's see. This was published in 2018. So, very excited to read that. I realize I have a lot of royalty in historical fiction, but that's that. Those are the books I have. Did I show you all of them? I did. Those are the books I bought at the library. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like and subscribe if you did enjoy. I also have 3 other channels. I have an authortube channel where I talk about the book I'm writing, or books I'm writing. And I also have a, oh my gosh, I can't think of the word, knitting and crochet channel, which I really need to post something on. Haven't done that for a while, but you can go to that. And then I also have a cozy gamer channel, so you can go to that. They're all linked below. And I really appreciate if you subscribe to them and watch some of my other videos. If you want to. You don't have to, of course, but Rosie is dreaming, like living her best life, dreaming the dream. Anyways, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you've read any of these books, what you think of them. Have you read the Jane Austen memoir book? I really want to read it. Part of me thinks I've read it before, but I don't think I did. I think I read a different Jane Austen memoir type book. I'm not sure. I read one about Jane Austen's life, but it was a fictional take of her life like this. But I don't think it was by Siri James. I think it was by someone else. Anyways, I'm very excited. Have you read it before? Let me know what you thought of it. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you and all you do. Bye, guys.